It's time for Girard High School Athletics on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Learn more at ckt.net. Also by It's time for Girard Sports Live.
And good Thursday evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to courtside here of the Hutchinson Sports Arena in the heart of the Heartland for this 3A state tournament first round matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Goodland Cowboys. BJ Harris along with you as we settle in for this one, game number 3 of the day. We'll recap the results earlier in this day as we roll on through the pregame show, but still to come, we've also got to talk with the head coach of the Trojans, Brad Herlocker. We'll hear from him a little bit. Keys to the game, starting lineups, opening tip-off, all the pomp and circumstance here from the state tournament, as well as they'll go through and introduce everybody, introduce all of the players, all the coaches, managers, trainers here ahead of this game number 1. We'll bring all that audio to you here from Hutchinson. Plenty to talk about here on this one as the Trojans have punched their ticket to the state tournament here for the 7th time in school history, and it's had become a little bit of a tradition. It's been a 7-year drought. Coach mentions that a little bit in his interview, and was not starting to wonder when he was going to get back, but anticipating the moment when he could get back. And here they are with a really good group of girls. He gushes about the camaraderie, how they've come together, and when you can have that from a team, then you can find yourself playing today when just only now 6 teams remain in Class 3A, with 2 of them being dumped out already here in this tournament. The Trojans coming in with a 17-6 record. They were 10-2 in the CNC, and obviously picking up a sub-state championship victory the other night with a good win over Cherryville, 50-36 in that one. Boatman leads the way with 13 points, Adolph with 12, and Riley Brooks with 7 points for the Trojans in their win over Cherryville. They knocked off Riverton the night before that, 46-33 in sub-state action. Led the way once again by Boatman with 14. She'll have to be big here today because the post play really good for the Goodland Broncos, who come in at 20-3. And boy, a 7-year hiatus from the state tournament. Your welcome back is a matchup against the 2-time defending 3A state champions. And over the last 3 seasons, 21-22, 22-23, and 23-24, Goodland is 70-5 with 2 state titles, and they're right back here again with a 24-2 record, with a 20-3 record in this one. Coach Bill Bierman got a couple of girls named Bierman on the roster as well, and so certainly when you've got coaches' kids on there and a little bit of a tradition, the Trojans are going to have their work cut out for them today from the state tournament. You're going to get to hear it from right here on Girard Sports Live. Plenty to talk about here on the pregame show. When we return, we'll hear from the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Brad Herlocker. Girard Sports Live is, of course, presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get gigabit, the fastest internet in southeast Kansas with Crocan. To learn more, go to ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Of course, we are in the midst of the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for over 30 years. Stop in soon, pick up your very own Girard Trojan instant issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. When it's March and you're still playing basketball in the state of Kansas, you know things have gone well. They've gone well for the Trojans. 17 wins on the season. They just need one more to play it out through the end of the year. A win and you continue through Saturday, and a loss, you pack things up and head back home for spring sports season. Hoping for a win here for the Trojans. Stick around. Plenty to talk about on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. In 3 minutes, you're listening to Trojan basketball on your home for Girard High School Athletics, Girard Sports Live.
been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Crocan employees, for making us the best.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust, federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com. Back out here, Hutchinson, Kansas, the Hutchinson Sports Arena, a beautiful venue. Paint the picture for you here courtside. Just a massive cacophony of a space. They host the NJCAA National Championships, the junior college, and have so for over 50 years now, and did a massive renovation in here about 5 or 6 years ago. Locally supported renovation to know how important having these types of events are in the community, and have really invested nicely. Good practice space that they added on behind here that the girls got a chance to get a walkthrough in earlier today, and they will take advantage of being in one of the premier sports venues, not only just in the state of Kansas, but in the Midwest. And the Hutchinson folks do such an incredible job hosting this event. Carpenter and Josh Gooch, the athletic director here, make a point of rolling out the red carpet for these kids and making it a fun experience. And so right now we're sitting here across from the scores table. Trojan girls warming up to our left right now in those number 11 black warm-ups that have hashtag the Carly Way. Coach talks quite a bit about the Carly Way and the connection and camaraderie around these girls. And most importantly here, as we step aside to talk to Coach Herlocker last night, sat down with him and chatted. You get to hear about 10 minutes of an hour and a half conversation, but pretty good and very humble and obviously understanding of how exciting it is to get to this point in the season.
As the 1 seed, preseason number 1, and then this is a fun year. This is a year, maybe you weren't necessarily preseason, people aren't saying that, hey, Girard possibly is going to state, that they're going to, definitely win. And those are the white knuckle years where you enter, I think that year we won state, we entered as the 1 seed, preseason number 1. And then, luckily exited that way too. But, that those years there's a lot of stress in those years. This year was one that, I early on, as we started our practices, kids were really working hard. Even before the game started, there was a night where we had, everybody, I think, kind of left a little upset with each other because they played so hard against each other. And I turned to the coaches afterwards. I definitely wasn't upset. And I said, hey, if these guys keep playing like this, this could turn into something special. And they just continued to carry that on. We did a leadership study over the Carly Way. I had a former player that passed away, and she was just a special player. Her very, very well, BJ, and she was just that epitome of a team leader, passion, unselfish, just everything for the team. And we talked about her, and it was very, very powerful. And our seniors especially, but even the younger kids have just fallen into line with the senior leadership. And living that Carly way of just every day grinding at practice, every day, everybody's doing exactly what's expected of them.
Well, you obviously get a gift and an opportunity to work with a kid like that, and then to implement that mentality into a program certainly could give you a little shot in the arm heading into a season. But you've got to have kids that want to do that too, and you've got to have kids that are willing to implement that mentality into your program. When you look around your roster, who are those girls that are the ones that were the lead by example, lead that Carly way?
Yeah, that's our seniors. Our seniors, Riley and Peyton Brooks, Bailey Bradshaw, Hayden Buckley, our 4 seniors, right from day one. Especially Hayden Buckley and Bailey Bradshaw are kind of the more vocal ones, and then Peyton and Riley are lead by example. I mean, they'd run through a wall for us, and so all 4 of them have just spoken the right way, done the right things. It's been kind of eerily similar to how that other group conducted themselves and each other, and how they, at this point in the season, they're not playing because coach is yelling at them. They're not playing because anyone's screaming or anything like that. They're playing. All of them are playing for each other, and they're playing to not let each other down. And again, as far as gains from a beginning of a season to an end of a season, I don't know that I've ever had a group in every way possible, physically, mentally, skill-wise, that have made this huge of a jump.
Well, so when you look at that as you go through a season, then and watch that maturation both mentally and physically, it's got to be exciting to. I know your Rolodex, and I know how deep you want to go into your installment, but I know you've got realizations about how deep you can go. How much fun was that as you maybe were able to start add things deeper into the season than maybe you planned to?
Yeah. They have far exceeded, and again, it's like, well, let's just put this in. Well, they got that pretty darn good. Let's try this, and the biggest part I would say that this group has really bought into is the mental aspect of it. You BJ, you've read one of my scouting reports, very, very detailed, a lot of stuff on it. Most high school kids might even just get a glazed look over their face as they look at this piece of paper. And this group of kids, and we do, go over it and walk through it in practice, and every piece of it, and correct this and correct that with it. But these kids are, taking it all in, fully asking the right questions during practice and after they read the scouting report, and have done as good a job as any group I've ever had, running a game plan.
I heard a statistic that the average American only reads 1 book a year, and I'm fortunate because I read your scouting report today, so I've already checked one off my list.
That's pretty good. BJ, I'm just looking at both of us. I hope this is all audio, because I don't know that me or you are destined for TV.
I'm going to dip in and out when we're looking at our best. So you look at Goodland and you want to do those same things to them, and that's eliminate their first and second option if you can. And as you look at that team, what are those for them? And obviously you're going to be dealing with a team's got some experience at that level, so you may not be able to take advantage of the wide-eyedness. So how do you plan to attack?
It's one of those things where, they're really, really good. And they, I've had teams that, hey, this is our third year going, and really special things have already happened for them. And even more special things are happening for them. They have been and still are a very post-heavy team. They like to pound the ball inside, get the ball inside to their bigs. Again, it's a lot looking in the mirror. This guy, does a really, really good job with what he does. They're very crisp in their offense. They're very crisp in their defenses. They know exactly what they're wanting to do, and most of the times they're able to exert their will on people. They have a couple bigs inside that do a lot of scoring for them, but on any given night they have, maybe, that's a lot talking with a lot of coaches, it's that guy clear down the scouting report, maybe number 7, 8, or 9 that hurts that team. And then the next night it's another group. So, I think he gets a lot of buy-in with his, just watching film, a lot of buy-in with his kids. And there's not, they're very deep as well. And so on any given night, they do have their, couple players inside that really work for them. But, they got 4 or 5 shooters that, hey, this guy's the hot guy tonight. Let's get him the ball. And so it's a real uphill battle with this group and being honest. But, if our kids execute our stuff, I think we could be right there.
An undersized, underestimated team rolling in for the Girard Trojans to the state tournament. I think we've heard this script before, and pretty serendipitous, I think, that you're rolling in this year with the way you've kind of installed that mentality this year. So let's see if hopefully there's a little extra in the gas tank as you roll into Hutchinson, and it's always fun to go to a state tournament. You get to do it again, Coach.
Yeah, there's so many parallels between that group of kids, and again, I tried as well as I could, and I actually read letters from some of her former teammates, and that was unbelievably powerful to the kids. And it's about the experience. It's about being together, being a part of a group that's bigger than yourself, and they've just unbelievably bought into that whole mentality. And it's funny how you see, and then for me, I'm lucky enough, or I'm old. And I've been around long enough that you see what happens and what unfolds, and you can kind of steer things in a certain way. And the kids have great heart, great passion, great focus, everything that I'd ever want in a team going to state.
There you go. Words from the headman himself. Everything he'd want to have at a team going to state. And they're going to get a chance to prove that muster here in about 10 minutes. Still away from tip-off. They're getting ready to go through their introductions and all of the pomp and circumstance here courtside. We, again, looking across the way. We get the Trojan bench to our right, the Goodland bench to our left across the court from us, and of course the Trojan fans who have made the trip are in my eyesight, which I always like. I hate it when they're behind me. I've got them in front of me so I can know how to feel as the game progresses. Goodland traveling fairly well, pretty even sized crowds, I'd say, looking at the two crowds, and so that's what we're looking at here. Time for our area matchups brought to you by Diskins Auto and Towing, 120 East Forest in downtown Girard. Diskins Auto offers 24-hour towing and can repair all makes and models. To learn more, contact Diskins Auto and Towing at 620-724-8100. And for this one, not a lot of area matchups certainly to go on, but we will update you on the current situation here from this state tournament as the Trojans and the Cowboys get ready to go. 2 games in the books. Topeka Hayden advancing 48-33 winners. That game was not as close as that score indicates. It was pretty lopsided at halftime, and Topeka Hayden cruised to the victory over Heritage Christian Academy. The Chargers, and then Silver Lake, perennial powerhouses in 3A, 75-38 over Haven. And later on tonight, the game after this one has the number 3 seed Heston at 20-3 against number 6 seed Cheney at 19-4. Again, just about 8 minutes away from tip-off here from Hutchinson. We'll take another quick break. Thank our sponsors for helping us get to Hutchinson. And we're come back. So got your keys to the game, starting lineups, opening tip-off here from the 3A state tournament on Girard Sports Live.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. Call service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Calls carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Calls continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
The 15-10, 5, Colt McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
It's like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley, the substituted freshman.
Fights forward, across the goal line, touchdown Trojans.
Back out here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show. A little late coming out of break. I was doing my mea culpa to Ron Gates. He provided me with a lot of good photos that I was going to have going across the screen for you as you watched here. And technology, man, technology sometimes does not like to help. But back out here at the Hutchinson Sports Arena in Hutchinson, of course, getting ready for this one. Goodland Cowboys just taking the court. Trojan girls out stretching, getting their workout. Does not hurt to have one of the most prolific scorers in Kansas history and certainly Southeast Kansas, and one of the best Pitt State Gorilla basketball players of all time, Tristan Gigg, out there working with you as you're getting ready to take the court in a state tournament. So certainly the assistants and everybody around the Trojan basketball program excited and put into work to be here, and they'll get ready to go in just a little bit. Time for our starting lineup. Starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. The Jagged Edge will start this game in style, and so will the Trojans. Nowhere near the level of style that you'll find at the Jagged Edge, though. Stylists Carla Sands, Robin Hawkins, and Evie Vietti will help you get to looking your best before the next big game. Make an appointment soon by calling 620-724-7500 for the Jagged Edge. First up for the Goodland Cowboys, it'll be Hope Bierman, a 5'7" sophomore. Number 2, Libby Cure, a 5'10" sophomore. Number 3, Haley Bierman, a 5'5" senior. Number 5, Jaxie Mitchek, a 5'9" senior. She's going to be one of their catalysts. Haley Bierman will be the point guard for them. Also, number 35, Haley Blochlinger, a 5'9 senior. And then one to watch off the bench, Marie Martin, a 5'9 junior, number 15 for them. Head coach, as I mentioned earlier, is Bill Bierman. For the Girard Trojans, coming in at 17-6. They'll be led by number 14, Maddie Kester, the sophomore. Kester, a 5'10 sophomore. Also for the Trojans, it'll be Riley Brooks. Riley Brooks, a 5'6 senior. Number 22, Peyton Brooks, a 5'7 senior. Number 23, Bailey Bradshaw, a 5'10 senior. And number 50, Hayden Buckley. Buckley, a 5'9 senior. So good senior leadership in that starting lineup with the lone sophomore, Maddie Kester. Of course, the Trojans coached by Brad Herlocker in his 18th season at the helm of the Girard Trojans. 293 and 112 state visits in 2009, 2010, 2012, 15, 16, 17. Man, that was fun. And 2024, here we are once again. The Trojans have finished third in 2010, finished fourth in 2016, and of course, finished first in 2017. That's your starting lineups brought to you by the Jagged Edge. Time for our Keys of the Game, brought to you by Evans Motors. Get the key to your next ride with a stop at Evans Motors. Nate and Eddie will have decades of experience getting folks into the right car, truck, van, or SUV that is right for them and their family. Stop by and see them at the intersection of Highway 69 and 400 just south of Pittsburgh, or see their full selection of vehicles online at evansmotors.net. And just talking to Coach about keys of the game of this one, you know, they want to pound the ball down inside the post. If they get a good rhythm of doing that, it's going to be very difficult for the Trojans here today. But if you can keep them out of their game a little bit, and again, I think early on it's the emotional aspect of this that you have to withstand if you're the Trojans. And if you can keep it close and you can get Goodland a little uncomfortable, make them think a little bit that perhaps this trip is not going to be like the others, and certainly the last two when they've won state championships. We're getting ready to go through the introductions here inside the arena. We will turn it over to the PA announcer when that time comes to let you hear the introductions of all your players. Again, thanks for listening for us. Plenty of people jumping online here, and obviously not quite the same as getting to see with your own eyes, but hopefully we can bring it to our own network. And for what it's worth, this may be the last time we have to do it this way because of some efforts by myself and some others around the state of Kansas that have made it to where we can hopefully cover the teams that we cover the other 360 days a year, so we can cover them the few days a year they might make it to a state tournament. And so hopefully we'll be able to do that in the future. Supposedly we will in the spring. And so for the time being, you got to hear to my lovely voice here throughout the rest of this one, and hopefully we can paint a good picture from Hutchinson. We're getting ready here inside the arena for the national anthem and the introductions. I wasn't sure if there was going to be a national anthem. Again, just to update you quickly on what has already transpired today. Silver Lake advancing with a 75-38 win over Haven in game number one, and then Topeka Hayden beating Heritage Christian Academy out of Olathe 48-33. We've got this one here coming up, Trojans against Goodland, and later on Heston versus Cheney, the number 3 against the number 6. A couple of teams. And here now we'll turn it over to the public address announcer. My guess is you're not making out any of those words. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back for the opening tip-off of this one right around the corner. The Trojans and the Cowboys from the 3A state tournament at Hutchinson right here on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard Schools.
For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Here we go in this one, the 3A state tournament from Hutchinson. The first round matchup, Girard Trojans against the Goodland Cowboys. Opening tip-off as always and has been from the beginning from Larrett Ceramics, 503 West Maple in Girard. Stop by, great gift ideas, supplies, creative. Get creative when it comes to gift buying and contact the folks at Larrett Ceramics, 620-724-8442. Goodland going to get an opening tip and run it down and score. Got it to the low block quickly. And on the bucket was Jaxie Bitchek. Coach mentioned her ability to get to the rim, and first possession able to do so. Trojans moving from right to left as you listen to us. Top of the key controlled for the Trojans by Peyton Brooks. And a quick foul going to be called against Goodland on Haley Bierman, the point guard. Picks up a quick one. Just trying to move through a screen and made contact with the Trojans. Riley Brooks going to control it. 10 players and about 6 last names. 2 Brooks and on the Trojans. Here's a 3 off the dribble by Buckley, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Libby Cure for Goodland. Fast break, quickly up the floor they go. Bierman tried to dump it up inside. It's knocked out of her hands by Kester. Right back to her off of Kester. It'll stay with Goodland as they'll inbound from underneath their own basket. 7:17 to go in this first quarter, first couple of possessions. Goodland leads 2-0. Inbound for the Cowboys on the far side. They'll move it out around the top of the key for Haley Bierman. Back left corner, 3 on the way from Libby Cure, no good. Left it short, rebound pulled out of there for Girard by Bailey Bradshaw. Riley Brooks will lead the charge for Girard. She'll push off right wing. Try to cross over, good screen from Bradshaw. Scoop up, shot no good, but they're going to see a traveling violation on Riley Brooks. And a turnover by the Trojans. 6:57 to go first quarter, still 2-0. Haley Bierman's the point guard. She'll run it up the near side. Push off right corner for Libby Cure once again. Cure picked up by Bradshaw. Move it quickly around the horn. They go far side. Dump off again, trying to get that low block for Cure. Pressure on. Good defense by the Trojans. Bradshaw was there along with Buckley. Long pass up in front court. Kester on the right corner. Now Brooks, Riley Brooks on the right wing. She'll pull it back out, reset for the Trojans with 6.5 to go first quarter. Screen comes from Buckley. Brooks not able to use it. Riley, she'll hand off for Peyton, and a foul going to be called against Goodland once again. Against Haley Blochlinger, 5'9" senior. Second foul on Goodland. Buckley to inbound from underneath their own basket. Trojans with the ball. Inbound to Brooks on the near side. That's Riley. Riley into the paint. Scooping around. Nice move there, but not going to go. Knocked out of bounds, and a foul going to be called against Bailey Bradshaw. She'll pick up her first personal on the rebound. Just kind of poked over the top of it. Made contact with the rebounder, who was Jaxie Mitchek. She'll inbound here. Little token pressure applied by Peyton Brooks. Bierman brings it up. She'll give way to Mitchek. Swing it to Cure on the near side. Libby Cure. A couple of those on here. Dump off, backside Bierman. Last minute pass to Cure, no good. Missed it. Loose ball, knocked off the hips of Peyton Brooks. It'll stay with Goodland, but a missed opportunity there perhaps for Goodland, and a good break for the Trojans. Cure to inbound, 5'10" sophomore. Inbound to Mitchek. Kick back outside to Cure. She'll go baseline. Good pick up there by Bradshaw. Bradshaw just trying to shove through was Cure, and Bradshaw was not going to have any of it. Said go ahead and try it. And not much of an attempt on a shot there by Cure. Other end, Buckley for three from the right wing, no good. And picked up on a rebound by Goodland. Pulled out of there by Blochlinger. I kind of forgot about radio. I like it. Three on the way on the other end of the floor, though. No good on the shot by Bierman. That was Haley Bierman, rather. And another empty frame for Goodland. Still 2-0, 5:23 to go. Trojans need a score, but boy, they've held serve on the defensive end and have showed they can do so here in the early going of this one. Handoff for Kester. She'll control top of the key. Over to Buckley. Quickly left side for Peyton Brooks. Brooks to Buckley. Hands on it for Cure. Buckley going to blow past her. Kick to the corner. Nearly gathered up, and now a foul going to be called. And another one. It's the second on Blochlinger. Her second, team foul number 3 on Goodland with 5:02 to go in the first quarter. Couple of players out. Out goes Bradshaw. Out goes Buckley. In comes loose ball, still to be picked up. Somebody got tackled. Now a loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball. And the alternating possession is going to be in favor of the Trojans. Erica Boatman checking in at that last dead ball. Also checking in was Jariah Rudolph. Those two have led the Trojans in scoring the last 2 nights out in those semifinals and finals of the sub-state. Riley Brooks out off the foot, kicked. She'll be able to track it down to back court. She will. Long pass up to Kester and out of bounds. Another turnover. The Trojan defense has done their part so far in the early going, and so has Goodland's. Bierman going to bring it up the court right down the middle as Coach Bierman in the background. Facing off against Riley Brooks here, top of the key. Oh, that's a walk. Not going to get called on the shot by Martin. Rebound, though, pulled out by Goodland. They'll keep it again and back out for Bierman. Back over for Martin, who checked in at the last dead ball, along with number 4, Allison Cure. Bierman having a hard time shaking off Riley Brooks. Kickoff to Cure, who just checked in. No good off the front iron. Rebound, though, by Mitchek, and a foul going to be called on the Trojans. Mitchek, you can tell, is the difference here and the X factor. The 5'9" length and the senior experience. She finds herself in the right place so far in the early going. Foul was called on the Trojans. Peyton Brooks, her first, team foul number 2. Goodland inbound. It was a good play. They didn't get a good inbound, but did get it off, and a bucket for Lauren Linton. Her first of the ball game, 4-0. Goodland. Approaching the midway point of this second quarter. Trojans getting a score. Just to know that they can here. Brooks picks up her dribble. Near side, 3 on the way by Rudolph. Good on the 3-point bucket by Jariah Rudolph. And she knows she can. The junior knocks in the 3-point bucket. 4-3 your score now, 3:45 to go in the first quarter. Dump off into the paint. Good defense there by Boatman. She was kind of going straight up and down, a tough position for Erica to be in. It was good defense, but contact was had. That will send Lauren Linton to the free throw line, the 5'10 sophomore, to shoot 2. Again, if you're probably not if you're watching this or listening to this, but new fouls throughout this year. We're now in the state tournament of things, and I think the verdict may be still out, but you get 5 fouls per quarter as a team. When you hit that 5 mark, you start shooting 2. The 1-and-1 is done, and they reset at the end of each quarter. 3-and-3 are the team foul situation now as Boatman picks up her first. First one was no good. Second one was no good, so an empty possession there for Linton at the free throw line, 4-3. Screen comes, trying to get it across. Brooks able to do so. Riley Brooks. Here's Kester showing her way in there. Little scoop up shot, no good. Rebound, though, by Boatman. Her putback is no good. She comes crashing in there. Bodies hit the floor at last, touched by the Trojans. Boatman, dangerous maybe to get a foul there, but did not. In at the last dead ball came Kennedy Keller, the 5'7 freshman. She's in front of me as they come down the floor. Off near side for Allison Cure. She'll dribble back to the top of the key. 4-3, 3:08 to go first quarter. Trojans holding their own. Spin into the paint. Good defense there as the Trojans collapse. Kick far side for Cure. Trojan defense is everywhere all the time, all at once, except for the backside. They found her. And Maria Martin had snuck herself through the back door. The Trojans had their focus too much. Full disclosure, I called games for Spring Hill Broncos all season long, so if you don't hear a Bronco a time or two here today, then, or haven't already for that matter, I apologize. I know where I'm from, don't you worry. 2:42 to play. In this first quarter, 6-3, Trojans down by 3. Keller to inbound for Girard, underneath their own basket, inbound deep for Riley Brooks. Doesn't use the screen. She'll go to the paint, kick. Here's Keller, long 2 on the way. Swish. Kennedy Keller off the catch. Dump off inside. Errant pass gathered up by Jariah Rudolph. And now the Trojans a chance to take the lead here on this possession. 6-5, 2:17 to go. First quarter. Kester out around midcourt. Screen comes. Got to be careful on the moving screen. Off to Rudolph near side. Jariah put it on the floor. Back up out to the top of the key and reset. She's got Mitchek on her. Mitchek, they know where the Trojans' bread's buttered. Handoff off to Brooks. She's got a 3 on the way. Just missed off the front iron. Something you got to, I'm sure Coach talked about, I'm guaranteed he talked about it, but you're at a college court. You've got a 3-point range for a college player and a 3-point range for high school. And oftentimes in these tournaments, you'll see teams leaving them short. Mitchek, a little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Rudolph. Trojan defense is going to keep them in this game, I can tell you that. Goodland has not handled the pressure in the paint. Dump off inside Boatman. Boatman working her way to the paint. She'll pull up, jumper off the baseline. Good! Erica Boatman using her force, and the Trojans have their first lead of the state tournament. Here with 1:20 to play in this first quarter. Dump off inside, loose ball, pressure applied. Linton nowhere to go with it. Stolen away by the Trojans. Here comes Brooks up the near side. Riley Brooks holding on the near side. Give way to Rudolph to Keller. Keller on the right wing. Back around to Brooks. Trojans patient with a minute to go first quarter. They have held serve against the defending 2-time champions so far. Knocked out of bounds, last touched by Goodland. It'll stay with the Trojans with 55.5 seconds to play into the game for Girard. Comes Kaylee David. Also Buckley back into the ball game. Out goes Kester, out goes Brooks. Good rotation for the Trojans. Buckley to try to get it inbound. Has to throw it in deep for Boatman. Has to fight for it. Does. To the corner. Buckley, another 3 from the corner on the way. No good. Loose ball to be determined. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Goodland. That was just good effort by Jariah Rudolph and Keller to go diving at that one. If they don't go attempt to dive at it, it doesn't get hit, which means it doesn't get hit off the legs of the Goodland player, and out of bounds. Trojans keep it. Buckley again to inbound. Keller flashes. Not going to get it. They will do a dump off inside to her. Buckley will force it up. Shot up, no good, blocked. She ends up back in her hands somehow. Loose ball to be determined. Jump ball. Goodland ball. I think that was a clean block. Of course, I haven't seen a clean block not called a foul all year, so I'm not sure if I know what one looks like, but It'll be Goodland basketball with 40 seconds to go, down by 1. David picks up Bierman at the half court. To the high post for Linton. Lauren Linton trying to peek downstairs, and Boatman had her. Back outside for Cure. This time it's Libby Cure. Left side for Bierman. Moving around top of the key for Hope Bierman. Back to Haley Bierman. Pump fake, driving, baseline. Last minute pass across the lane. Rudolph's there with defense. Too much. Good position by Boatman. The help defense for the Trojans is not giving Goodland a lot of opportunities. Buckley, Trojans with the ball with 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Boatman, she'll fire a long one on the way, no good. Out of bounds. That matters. That matters if that was an out-of-bounds ball. He blew his whistle and said out of bounds and pointed that way. That would have decided the possession arrow. I know it's small, but BJ's dialed in here. 7-6, Trojans up by 1 after 1. We're back in 30 seconds on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367.
Back out here courtside in Hutchinson, 3A state tournament. BJ Harris along with you on Girard Sports Live. Live audio here from the 3A state tournament. 7-6 Trojans in front over the two-time defending 3A state titles in the Goodland Cowboys. Trojans will have the ball coming out of the whistle as well as we move from right to left still. Trojans to my left. Headed east for what it's worth. Entry pass inside. Brooks. Bucket from the elbow. Good. That was Peyton Brooks with the bucket. And the Trojans lead now by 3, 9-6. Shot up and a foul. Mitchek going baseline. Gets contact. She'll go to the free throw line. That wasn't Mitchek. Rather, it was Blochlinger. Blochlinger picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter. And the first one off the heel by Blochlinger. Goodland, perhaps, I said keys to the game, and I like it when the keys to the game comes true. And that pressure will only continue to mount. Trojans playing with house money a little bit coming into this one as a low seed, 7 seed, and obviously Goodland coming in with everything to lose as a 2-time champs. So pressure will continue to mount if things don't square away for them. That one will go. The first free throw made by Goodland. That stops a 6-0 run by the Trojans. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Girard, though, on the inbound. Pressure going to be applied here by Goodland in the backcourt. I can tell you that I don't think Goodland wants a heck of a lot to do with Erica Boatman, offensively or defensively right now. Try to inbound. They will get it to Brooks, Peyton Brooks, now Riley Brooks. They'll break that press. Well, the Trojans will have numbers. There's contact. She brings it across the timeline. Handoff near side for Marley Sisney, who checked in at the quarter as well. Brooks, Sisney, far side. The experience these freshmen are gaining here tonight, invaluable. Brooks way outside, still holding. Trojans taking their time. Token screen comes from Sisney. Brooks kick. Buckley, far corner. Buckley reverse direction completely. Kick way to Boatman. Boatman checks baseline. She'll have to pull it back out. Boatman needs help now. Will to Brooks. Goodland's tightened up their defense. Brooks going to force something up, and a charge going to be called against her. This is why I need the crowd to know, because a charge gets called, and Jerry Oran stands up and gives an applause to it. I don't think he's just now realizing that wasn't a foul against Goodland. That's why I was surprised. I thought he wanted that to be a charging violation. Goodland with the basketball. Brooks all over that one, knocked it out of the air. It'll stay with Goodland, far side. Now top of the key for Haley Bierman. Here's a three on the way from Linton, no good, off the heel. Rebound to be determined. Mitchek comes up with it. That was just an effort one by Mitchek. And you get a chance to see her effort there. She's got 4, and it's tied back up at 9 apiece. Tied up for the first time at 9 apiece. 6:13 to go, first half. Brooks picks up her dribble, needs help. Back outside for Sisney. Here's Sisney on the left wing. She'll reverse direction all the way to the right wing. Keep the dribble alive. Stay baseline. Run it up. Shot no good. Boy, that was a lot of effort for Sisney and didn't go. Long pass up in the front court. Knocked around. Out of bounds off the Goodland. Again, that's Boatman running the floor to get into that one. And that's one of those 50-50 balls. If you're not there, it's going to be an easy layup for Goodland. Instead, it goes off their hands and out of bounds because of the defense. And the Trojans will get it back here with 5:52 to go, first half, 9-9. Inbound for Brooks. Back to Brooks. Peyton to Riley. Riley on the near side. Near side wing for Riley Brooks. And again, the Trojans not going to be in a rush. They've got the momentum in their favor right now. Brooks trying to split the defense. Goes to the paint. Kick off Peyton Brooks. She'll go baseline. She gets stopped by the Goodland defense as well. They'll have to throw it out and restart out around midcourt with Riley Brooks. Riley directing traffic. Trying to get the offense started. Here's Boatman. I got away with a little stutter step there. So now she needs help. Dump off for Sisney. Back to Boatman. Long possession. Trojans just can't even get to the basket. Here's Brooks. She'll end up with it. Shot up no good, but a foul going to be called, and Riley Brooks going to the line. A long possession, and the Goodland fans could have a complaint there. It was close to being, but maybe a makeup from the previous charge call, so. And it will send Brooks to the free throw line to shoot 2. Riley yet to score in this one, but she will now knock in the first free throw. Trojans back in front. Trojans took their first lead. They took the lead that they have currently. 1:25 to go first quarter. Brooks trying to add to it. She does. Made them both. 11-9. Girard in front. 5:07 to go first half. The moment has not been too big, and I don't think it's going to be a factor now. Dump off, trying to look to dump out inside. Trojan help defense there again. Cure nowhere to go with it. Goodland has not adjusted well to the Trojan defense. Off, and neither is the Trojans. As I mentioned, it's an equal opportunity defensive effort here. Baseline Linton, there's Mitchek moving without the ball again. That one's no good. Boatman there for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. You can't go over the top of somebody to get a jump ball. Mitchek reaching right through her arms. They're going to get it before the contact happened. And the jump ball's in favor of Goodland, so they'll keep it underneath their own basket. Carson Oran checking in, giving Buckley a break. Inbound to Bierman on the far side. Now top of the key for Allison Cure. Here's Libby Cure trying to push it on Rudolph, who's checked into the ball game as well. Dump off to the corner. Good help defense again. Boatman backs off a little bit. Kick to Cure. There's a steal. Stolen away by Riley Brooks. Stride for stride up the floor. Trying to get a little contact, but not going to get it, but she'll get the bucket. Riley Brooks, the steal and the finish at the other end of the floor. 13-9, Trojans lead by 4. Here's Mitchek, far side, near side, baseline. Kick, long pass, 3 on the way, no good, rimmed out. Trojans there, Boatman. Cure came out of there with it, and a travel going to be called against her. Everything's coming up crimson and gold right now, folks. The Trojans will have the ball. Have to go the full length of the floor. Pressure applied, man-to-man pressure with a token zone, and there's a timeout. When you can get the 2-time defending state champs to take the first time out of the game, you know you played well through the first quarter and a half of the state tournament. Timeout, we'll take it. We're back in 1 minute. You're watching Trojan Basketball. You're listening to Trojan Basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Back out here courtside, 3A state tournament. Trojans with the basketballs. We come out of the timeout. Break the press of Goodland. Up the floor they go. Peyton Brooks, base side. Shot no good. Lots of contact. A foul was certainly warranted, but it misses. Gathered up by Boatman. Her putback is no good, but she is fouled. And Erica Boatman will go to the free throw line to shoot two. 13-9, Trojans up by 4. And Boatman with a chance to add to it. Boatman with 2 points so far in the first quarter of this one. First chance to the free throw line. First one's no good. Just past the halfway point of this second quarter. GM Bank halftime show coming your way in just a little bit. The second one's up and good by Boatman. 14-9. Largest lead now is 5 for the Trojans. Near side. We're a basketball coming into my lap away from not having a scoreboard, by the way. So you have to see if that happens. Far side, Goodland. Dump off, high post, Linton. Help defense there again, and she walked. Carson Oran came over and provided that. And I'm telling you, Goodland's not used to that help defense because Linton almost looked stunned by it. She was at the high post, got that ball high where she wanted, and Carson Oran pops in from nowhere. She took a little stutter step, and that was that. Trojans back with it, 3.5 to go, approaching it. Brooks, past her defender. Oran near side, one-hand pass to Peyton Brooks, back to her. Back to Oran. She walked with it. She was getting ready to walk with it, and would have had the ball not came out. It was real close. Another turnover by the Trojans. For the Trojans, Peyton Brooks, Riley Brooks, Erica Boatman, Jariah Rodoff, and Carson Oran on the floor for Girard, with Keller getting ready to come into the game at the next dead ball. Near side, Goodland with it to the corner. Gathered up by Bierman. Give to the corner, back out. Here's a three by Bierman. This is Haley Bierman, no good. Rebound, though, is up and good on the putback by Marie Martin. Her second bucket of the ball game stops a drought for Goodland. 14-11. Brooks again. Rudolph, back to Brooks. Riley checks the paint a little bit. Kick back outs over to Rudolph. Rudolph. Dump off into Brooks. Backside, Boatman. Boatman up and good, man. A good place to find that ball. And probably an untraditional way to get it to the post, but Boatman knew what to do with it. She's got 5. There's that basketball I was talking about. And I'm looking down to write stuff down, too, so that thing may come right in on the noggin. Goodland with the basketball to inbound from right in front of our table. Near side gathered up by Haley Bierman. She'll give way to Hope Bierman. Hope will set things up. Entry pass to Mitchek. There are 3 Trojans on her. And a jump ball in favor of the Trojans. Holy mackerel. Yeah. A jump ball on a block shot. They got it to Mitchek where they wanted it, but 3 Trojans came. I'm not sure who got the block. They call it jump ball while it was going in the possession area in favor of the Trojans. 2:25 to play. Girard with it and the lead in this first half. Kennedy Keller with it. On the right wing. She'll go baseline. Little runner, too much. And pulled out of there by Linton for Goodland. Goodland up the far side to the far wing. Trojan transition defense is minimizing quick opportunities in transition. For Goodland, there's a near steal. Gathered up, though, by Haley Bierman. Brooks will track her all the way out near the midcourt stripe. Here's Mitchek at the free throw line. Kick back outside, Bierman. Bierman dribbles in. Little runner too hard. Mitchek right over the back of Boatman. Boatman, though, got position and the rebound. Trojan basketball moving from right to left. Minute 46 to play, first half. Little giving to Kester. Kester last minute had to throw it off a Goodland. That was a pretty nifty play there by the sophomore. Headsy play by Maddie. She's played plenty of basketball to know. Was falling out of bounds on a bad position to get the pass and just to keep the possession alive, threw it off the Goodland defender. It'll stay with the Trojans underneath their own basket. Keller to inbound. Inbound to Kester. Kester quickly up off the glass and good. Maddie Kester lays it up and in. Trojans feeling it just a little bit. 18-11. Girard with 90 seconds to go first half. How about it? Far side, Cure. Back outside, they'll reset. Now near side for Bierman. Haley Bierman checks. She'll try to penetrate. Boatman's there like a wall. Just took the ball right out of her hand, standing straight up and down. That was awesome. Brooks, this is awesome. Brooks, top of the key. Boatman for three. No good. That would have been too much to handle. Here comes Goodland. Up the middle of the floor, Bierman. Good dribbling off her hip, off her knee, and out of bounds. Back to the Trojans. Rattled. The Cowboy mascot has a permanent smile on its face is frowning. 18-11, 54 seconds to play first half. Inbound to Rudolph, and a foul going to be called against Libby Bierman. Libby Cure, rather. There's two Biermans, two Cures. That will be the fourth team foul of this second quarter on Goodland. So the next foul, the Trojans would be shooting. Girard will have the ball far end. Have to go the full length of the ball, get it in for Rudolph, who got held, and a loose ball. Rudolph and red ball. Boy, Rudolph again diving for that one along with Cure right at us. Had the best look in the house at it. And again, just an effort play that probably shouldn't have been a 50-50 ball. That was a 75-25 ball, and the Trojans got it. Kester way out high. Trojans might work for the final shot. Brooks, got to make crisp passes. Don't let the momentum languish here, and there was a chance of it. Stolen away out of the hands of Brooks. They'll scoop off, but they don't attack the basket. That's what they want to do, and got him a little gun shy. Near side, though, for Bierman. Dump off inside Mitchek. Help defense again, and a foul going to be called against the Trojans. With 27.5 seconds to play. It's on the floor, so it's going to be Goodland basketball underneath their own basket. Foul was called on Riley Brooks, her first. Team foul number 3, inbound Mitchek. Shot up, no good, off the glass. Boatman there, good rebound again. Loose ball to be determined. Jump ball. That'll be in favor of Goodland. So Goodland had the possession arrow. Now the Trojans will have the possession arrow with 22.5 to play first half. Goodland with the basketball underneath their own basket. Long, deep pass. Get it in for Allison Cure to the left side for Mitchek. 20 seconds. Cure knocked around. Keller diving towards us. Gathered up by Goodland, though. Far side wing. Trojans have hit the deck a lot. Here's a three on the way. No good. Rebound to be determined. Still to be determined. Mitchek tracks it down. 3 seconds to play. Shot up and no good. Left it short. And that's how we go to half. Girard Trojans with the best showing of a lower seed so far in this tournament. Up by 7 as we go to the break. Plenty to talk about when we come back on the GM Bank Halftime Show. We'll go through our halftime numbers. Brought to you by B&B Excavating. They should be happy with some of these numbers, I think. And get you ready for second half action in this one. Girard leads the two-time defending champions, a team that has a 70-5 record over the last 3 years, by 7 at the break. We're back to talk about on the GM Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
Croccan has been serving the area for 70 years, and our employees are truly what sets us apart. Not only do they provide the best high-speed internet service available, they live and work where you do. They care about the company, our customers, and our community. They donate, they volunteer, and their investment makes us different. When you call, you get a local voice to solve your problems and keep you connected. We could not do it without their passion and hard work. Thank you, Croccan employees, for making us the best.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years, with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
For more than 20 years, Gherkin Rental has been the place to go to get the job done in eastern Kansas and western Missouri. With a huge selection of quality equipment, from roll-offs to trailers, telehandlers to generators, power washers to popcorn makers. Experienced equipment professionals and clean, well-maintained tools to help you get the job done right the first time. Gherkin Rental. Stop by any of their 13 locations across the KC Metro or call 855-GHERKINS. That's 855-437-5367. Whether you're trying to make the most of the next harvest, navigating a changing business landscape, or planning for the next chapter in your life, the professionals at Prime Accounting Solutions are here to help. With 10 locations, Prime Accounting offers convenient, friendly accounting and tax services at a fair price. Payroll, bookkeeping, business planning, personal tax filing, and more. And now Prime is the place to go for insurance. Trojan fans can find us at 408B North Grand in Pittsburgh or call 620-232-7305. To find a location near you, go to primeaccounting.net. When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the health care needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality, cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
Back out here at halftime of the 3A state tournament in Hutchinson. BJ Harris along with you as we are at the break. Trojans have started off well here in this one. You could tell the moment wasn't too big for them, and early on not able to get much at the basket, and still offense is a premium in this one, but defensively have matched the intensity and then elevated that, I think, of Goodland here in the early going of this. We're going to have to do it again for another half, but boy, you put together another half just like that, the Trojans are going to be right in the mix of this one. So they have held serve more than so against Goodland here in the early going of this one. Do have a mea culpa, if you will. Apologies, because she's a dang good player. Jariah Adolph. I think I said Rudolph. In fact, I know I did because my phone told me a few times. So I apologize to Jariah. I know that, and she is going to be a factor in the second half of this one for sure. Let's take a look at your halftime numbers here on the GN Bank Halftime Show. We'll first tell you about GN Bank. They've been providing customers with the highest quality banking services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to GN Bank. Learn more at gn-bank.com. And one of just many who jumped on board with Girard Sports Live day one, and now we are in our 7th season of Girard Sports Live, and so appreciate them along with everybody else you see here today. And our halftime stats are brought to you by B&B Excavating. The numbers don't lie. Dirt is heavy, so trust the guys at B&B Excavating to move what needs moving. Specializing in septic tanks, water line installs and repairs, driveways, rock hauling and leveling. B&B Excavating. Call 620-724-8542. And first up for the Goodland Cowboys, scoring-wise for them, 4 points for Jaxie Mitchek. She's their leading scorer and their main catalyst offensively, so Trojans doing a good job helping with her. 2 points from Lauren Linton, 4 points from Mary Martin, and 1 point from Haley Blochlinger for the Trojans. In the scoring totals, Riley Brooks with 5 points. 4 points. 5 points for Erica Boatman. 3 points for Jariah Adolph, 2 points for Kennedy Keller, 2 points for Peyton Brooks, 2 points for Maddie Kester for the Trojans. Offensively, Trojans from the field, not amazing, 7 of 21, but Goodland just 5 of 22 from the field. 0 of 8 from three-point range is Goodland. 1 of 6 from three-point range. Girard, free throw-wise, Girard 3 of 4, and Goodland 1 of 4. Rebounding-wise, total rebounds 19 for Goodland, just 12 for the Trojans. And turnovers, 5 for Girard and 10 for Goodland. That's the name of the game right there. Trojans have caused them to make some mistakes, including 4 turnovers in the first half from their point guard, Haley Bierman. Those are your halftime numbers brought to you by B&B Excavating. Our halftime look at the game brought to you by Kennar Eye Care. As we take a look back at the first half, Kennar Eye Care is make sure you can see what you're looking at. Kennar Eye Care, with locations in Pittsburgh and Girard. They're here to help you and their valued customers. Learn more at KennarEyeCare.com. And really, the Trojans fell behind early on, 2-0, 4-0. That three-point bucket by Adolph, I think, was a big play for them to give them a shot in the arm. And then just kind of held serve. It was 6-3, then 6-5. You can feel the Trojans on the come a little bit, and then took the lead 7-6 with 1:25 to play. They took that lead into the end of the first quarter, grew the lead as much as 5 in that game, in this game early on, and then now lead by their largest margin of 7. And so this is the largest lead of the game for either team at halftime. That's your Kennar Eye Care eye on the game. We'll take our final time out of the half and come back. Second half action right around the corner from the 3A state tournament. The Trojans leading the way 18-11 on the GM Bank Halftime Show on Girard Sports Live.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Hydrix, your dependable independent. Depend on us for service, for selection, for price. Get huge Samsung savings. Leave notes, sync calendars, and display your photos on the new Samsung Family Hub refrigerator. Plus, get free same-day delivery. Why shop for appliances where the motto is do it yourself when you can depend on the know-how of people who live appliances every day?
The only thing better than our price is our service. Hydrix, Fort Scott, and Girard.
Thanks to your support, Kennar Eye Care has expanded. With double the space, they offer more exam rooms, larger optical selection, and extended hours to fit your schedule. And with the latest technology, they can quickly diagnose any eye-related issues. All patients are welcome at Kennar Eye Care, the clear choice for your family's vision.
Whisper a phrase into a person's ear, then pass it on to a group of people. Notice how the message changes by the time that the last person hears it? In business, consider word of mouth in the same light. What people say may turn into something different than you would like it to be. It can't be controlled. That's why Norris Advertising provides proven ad solutions through radio, billboards, and digital sign sales, allowing your message to be controlled by the person that knows your business best. You, Norris Advertising, a proud sponsor of Trojan Athletics.
The 20, the 15, the 10, 5, Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
Here we go, back in Hutchinson. Second half action from the 3A state tournament. Trojans will have it as we come out of the second half break into the second half. Brooks will have it. She'll try to power through. Mitch Hick gets her hands in there and ties that one up with a jump ball. Just ripped it right out of her hands as she was penetrating. And you know they had adjustments. You know a team that's won 70 games in 3 years can play games. It can make adjustments. And so if you're the Trojans, how do you handle this little onslaught that's probably going to come here in the early going of this second half? And if you can withstand that, then you'll be right here in the mix down the stretch of this one if you won't already. Cure with it, Goodland with the basketball. Their first possession of the second half, moving it around the top of the key. Loose ball down low. Mitchell comes out of it. 3 from Bierman, kind of took a double take on it. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Buckley. Empty frame for both teams to begin the second half of this one. Trojans' second possession, moving from left to right. Up by 7, the largest lead of the game for either team. Trojans have trailed by 4. They've led by 7. Kester with it way out high around midcourt. Push off right wing for Peyton Brooks. Brooks guarded by Bierman. Hope Bierman. Here's Buckley. Top of the key, give way. Riley Brooks, 3 on the way. Good! Riley Brooks drops in a triple to get the Trojans started on the right foot. 21-11. Down by 10 are the Goodland Cowboys. Near side, dump off, low block. Kicked across the lane, just gets through. Cure up with it. Shot no good, but she is fouled. Fouled by Hayden Buckley, and Buckley will pick up her first. Team foul number 1 of the second half. 6:40 to play, third quarter. Going to the free throw line is Libby Cure. 5'10 sophomore, yet to score for the Cowboys. 1 of 4 from the free throw line in that first half for Goodland. And Cure will miss the first one. Trojans went 3 of 4 from the stripe. That's called the barometric pressure of basketball. Look at the free throws. Tell you what the weather's going to do. Shot is good on the second one, 21-12. That stops a 7-0 run for the Trojans. Started back in the first half. Peyton Brooks will have it, top of the key. Ooh, a little zigged when I thought you were going to zag moment for Kester and Brooks. And just threw it right into the scorer's table, out of bounds. Another turnover for Girard. 10 turnovers for Goodland in the first half. That was twice as many as the Trojans. Bierman, back around they go. Near side, Hope Bierman. She'll pull the trigger on a 3, no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Brooks. Peyton Brooks, helped out by Buckley. Trojan fans are fired up about something. Other end of the floor, Kester's going up with one. Shot no good. Mitchell gets it, but Kester rips it out of her hands. Should be jump ball. It is. That's in favor of the Trojans. Coach still barking. I missed it. I completely missed it, but it got everybody fired up. Courtside doesn't allow you to see some of the shenanigans on the backside of a block, and that's where that was at. Inbound pass, quickly up and good by Peyton Brooks. Peyton's first bucket of the ball game gives the Trojans 23-12. Their largest lead is now 11. Far side pass on the wing for Hope Bierman. Bierman nowhere to go with it. Brooks hassling her, nearly a 5 count in fact. Kick over near side for Martin. Back around they go. Entry pass and a foul going to be called on Riley Brooks. I think they were trying to get it to Mitchek. And I'm telling you, Goodland's going to just, I think, continue to get tighter and tighter as this thing. You can tell, body language-wise, not feeling good. I'm not looking through this with crimson glasses either. I'm trying to look as objectively as possible, and they're a little shell-shocked to find themselves in this situation. The Trojans cannot relax, though. You can tell this Goodland team's got the ability to score in flurries. And the way they shoot threes, and you know that they think they can make them because they keep pulling the trigger on. Still stolen away nearly by Brooks. They're going to call another foul on her. Oof. Made contact, jumped in front of that one, nearly got the steal, but because of the body, she picks up her third foul. And so that's a big one for the Trojans. Riley Brooks going to have to check out of the game with those 3 fouls. Just the second team foul for the Trojans this second half, but a big one. In comes Kennedy Keller for the Trojans. Got to be careful. Out on the perimeter. They're tightening it up a little bit. Right side for Martin. Backdoor pass, trying to find it. They do. Shot up and good. That was a good play for Martin. She's got 6 to lead them. 23-14. Trojans up by 9. 5:19 to play in this one. Adolph with it. Over to Keller's. Got to track that one down. When Mitchek's hands were in it. Backside trying to go to Kester. There's Boatman. Right place, right time. Contact made. They say she got the ball, so knocked out of the air and gathered up by Goodland. Here come the Cowboys from right to left. Kickoff. Good close out there, looking at a 3. Now gathered up by Bierman. Here's Mitchek, top of the key. Left wing for Martin. Skip pass, far side, gathered up by Bierman. Now here is Allison Cure. Back over to Haley Bierman. Cure. Brooks hand in her face. Peyton knocked over, nearly knocked out of bounds, but gathered up by Linton. She'll go baseline, blocked, but a foul. Oof. Foul going to be called against the Trojans. I believe that's going to be called on Kester. Kester picks up her first. Team foul number 3 on the Trojans here in this third quarter. And it will send Linton to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's 0 for 2 on the night from the stripe so far. She'll dial it in here and knock down the first one. She's got 3. Kester will check out. In for the Trojans comes Marley Sisney, 5'7" freshman. Second one no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Keller. Here she comes up the near side. Speedster puts on the brakes. Linton 1 out of 4 from the free throw line. 4:28 to play. Keller calling out the plays. Now she picks up her dribble, needs help. She'll go to Boatman. Everybody comes to help. Kick back over to Kennedy Keller. Out around midcourt. Waiting for the call. Here's Adolph. Around left side for Sisney. 2 freshmen on the floor for the Trojans in a 3A state championship game, and there's one. I've never seen a broadcaster's curse come real so fast in my life. As I was saying it, goes to one of them, threw her hands and out of bounds. I won't say that again. Turnover on the Trojans. They've had more to start this second half than they did in the first half. Got to get that under wraps. Goodland with it. Long pass up to Martin. Over to Bierman on the right wing. Oh, into the paint. Martin shot up good. Got to start to find 15. Mary Martin. She's got 8. 23-17. Back to a 6-point game, and there's Coach Herlocher's first time out. I can guarantee you when I was talking to him last night, if I would have said, Coach, you think you wait till 3:45 to go in the third to call your first time out, he'd have thought I was crazy. But here they are. Got to get it regrouped a little bit. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it. We're back at 30. You're watching Trojan basketball.
Why settle for less than the best? Croc-Can's gigabit fiber optic internet is now available to Pittsburgh, Frontenac, and Fort Scott, and many rural areas in between. Croc-Can has the best speeds, the best reliability, the best service, the best support, and is overall the best value on all ultra-high-speed internet. If you want the best home internet connecting as many devices, all without equipment rentals, contracts, or overages, it is the time to switch to the best. It's time to switch to Croc-Can.
23-17 Trojans with the basketball, moving from left to right as you listen to us here on Girard Sports Live. Adolph with it out around high. Goodland's tightened up their defense out on the perimeter a little bit, hassling these freshmen. With Sisney with it, now ball kicked, loose ball, to be determined, still to be determined. Bodies hit the floor, still hitting the floor. Trojans somehow come out of there with it. That was the weirdest exchange ever as Kennedy Keller handed it right into the hands of Goodland because she was trying to get it out of a pile. 50-50 ball starting to go the way of the Goodland Cowboys, and just like that, a 3-point bucket dropped in by Hope Bierman. And Momomo is starting to switch a little bit here inside the sports arena. 23-20, Trojans need to settle down a little bit. Adolph way out high. And Goodland selling out defensively. Going to have to get it down into the paint. That's where they're not protecting. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Goodland. It'll stay with the Trojans with 2:56 to go third quarter. This is an 8-0 run. Girard had their largest lead of the game at 11, 23-12. And right now Goodland's in the midst of an 8-0 run. Keller to get it inbound. Will to Brooks. Peyton Brooks on the far side. Riley Brooks on the floor. With her off the floor, you can tell they've tightened up the perimeter defense. Try to hassle. Oof. Here's Sisney on the near side. Adolph back around over the left side for Keller. Oh, loose ball, still loose, and then Sisney got a dive on that one to go get that one in a foul. So bad things turns to a worse thing. And it's the 5th foul on the Trojans. That is lopsided. 5 fouls for Girard, 0 for Goodland so far. An adjustment was made at halftime. And it will be a shooting opportunity here for Goodland. That's going to send Haley Blochlinger to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's 1 out of 2 on the night from the stripe. That's her single point. 2:35 to go. And a chance to pull Goodland back to within 1. This the first one. 23-20. 2:35 to go third quarter. You didn't think Goodland was not going to have a run in them, but can the Trojans withstand it here and get it going the other direction? 23-21, now a 9-0 run. Long pass up in front to Boatman. Boatman on the low block over Mitchek. Shot no good. And pulled out of there by Bierman. Haley Bierman for Goodland. Long pass up in front court. They're running. Good transition defense there for the Trojans. Mitchek, pump fake. Kick over to Cure on the right wing. Back top of the key. They swing it around near side for Bierman. Bierman to Bierman. Hope Bierman for three. No good. Hierarchy shot. Rebound pulled out there by Mitchek. She'll put it up. Partially blocked. Rebound by Bowman. Fight for it. And a scoop and a travel going to be called against Boatman. I mean, seriously, the same exact things that were going the Trojans' way in the first half are going Goodland's way here in the second half. That's a prime example of those balls that were just bouncing Girard's way. Got to withstand this, though. 2-point game, 23-21. It was 11 not that long ago. Long pass in front to Bierman. Here's Haley Bierman over to Cure. Three on the way, no good. Long rebound. Picked out of there by Riley Brooks, who's back into the ball game. Riley stops, hands off to Peyton. And they'll reset with 1:48 to play in this third quarter. Trojans are going to be right in the mix in the opening round of the 3A state tournament. Got to finish this third quarter strong. Trojans usually have good third quarters. Not the case here. Brooks to Boatman at the high post. Out really around the top of the key. They push the Trojans well off the block. Boatman working against Mitchek. Got her hands full there. Mitchek, body on her, handoff for Brooks. Brooks, and a foul going to be called against Goodland, as that will be called against Haley Bierman. She'll pick up her second. It'll be the first foul of the second half on Goodland. Out goes Hope Bierman. Out goes Blochlinger. In comes Linton, along with Allison Cure for Goodland. Inbound to Brooks. Riley. Dribble, kick, Adolph for three. Jariah for three, good! Jariah Rudolph, Adolph, gosh darn it, got her going the first time with a three-point bucket in the first quarter. We'll see if Adolph can do it again here in the second half. 26-21 Trojans. And a throwaway by Goodland. And a turnover on the Cowboys with 1 minute left. In this third quarter. Trojans led after one, 7-6. They led at halftime, 18-11. They lead 26-21 with 55 seconds to go third quarter. Screen comes from Adolph. Kick, Buckley, quickly to Boatman. Boatman over the top of, shot no good. Rebound to be determined. Pulled out of there by Brooks. Back to Boatman. Boatman, kick, Adolph, same spot. Three on the wing, no good. Oh man, I wanted that one. And rebound pulled out of there by Goodland, pulled out by Blochlinger. 32 seconds to go third quarter. Off right side, three on the way by Cure, no good. Rebound, last touch by Cure. Back to the Trojans. 25.4 seconds to play. In this third quarter, Girard with the basketball and the lead. Brooks to get it inbound, pressure, and they're going to call a foul against Blochlinger. It'll be her third. As Trojans just trying to get position to get it inbound, and Blochlinger wasn't moving. Good Trojan section. You hear them getting fired up over there. Nice support here and online. Brooks, long pass up to Adolph. Adolph up the floor, Boatman baseline, and a foul going to be called. They're picking them up in a hurry now. They did not have a single foul until there was less than a minute and a half to go in this third quarter. Now they've got three quick ones. That one's going to be called on Linton. Her first, team foul number 3. Trojan basketball underneath their own basket with 18.4 seconds to play third quarter. Trying to get it in is Buckley. Throw it in to Peyton Brooks on the far corner. Here's Riley Brooks. Pull it out with 14 seconds to go. Brooks crossover. Little step through. Shot up. No good. Rebound pulled out of there. They've got 5 seconds to go up. Here's Bierman. She'll have to shoot one from half court. It will not go. Caught the net. And that's the end of 3. Girard has a 5-point lead going to the fourth quarter. Again, against the 2-time defending state champs. Can they do it? We'll see if they can when we're back in 1 minute on Girard Sports Live.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Here we go, fourth quarter action from the 3A state tournament in Hutchinson. BJ Harris courtside with you as we bring you this one. 26-21, Trojans up by 5. Goodland with the basketball as we come out of timeout. First possession, lost off their hip, out of bounds. Mitchek turned it over. Goodland only 1 turnover in that third quarter. Girard had 6. And that evened things up at 11 apiece for these two teams on the turnover category. Inbound to Kester into backcourt. Maddie will bring it across the timeline. Fourth quarter from the state tournament. Buckley, far side for Girard. Top of the key now, Brooks. Brooks for 3, left it short, caught the iron. Knocked around, gathered up by Bierman for Goodland. Saw flashes from Goodland in that third quarter. Can't let them get loose. Top of the key, Linton. Kick over right side for Allison Cure. Cure back top of the key for Bierman. Here's Hallie Bierman. That one rims out. Mitchek's the only one they didn't account for. Right there, rebound put back for Mitchek. Coach was worried about her. She's just got 6. 26-23. Gonna have to play pretty flawless here in this fourth quarter, I think, against this Goodland team. And Coach gonna call a timeout quickly. Kester couldn't shake off the defender. A timeout will be here. We'll keep it right here. 7:01 to go in this ball game. 26-23. Appreciate all the people listening online. You know, we'd love to have been here to bring you the video portion of this. Last time I was in this venue with the Trojans was one to remember, and a 3A state title for the Girard boys. We had to do some finagling to be able to live stream that one video for what it's worth, and we will be back on video in future state championships. But boy, thank you to the Girard community for supporting us all year long and for watching all season long. And from this little channel, 11 now are existing across eastern Kansas, and that's all due to the community support that is in Girard, Kansas, USA, one of the special places on earth, and I appreciate you dearly. Here we go, 7:01 to go in this one. Trojans holding on, clinging to a 3-point lead. They got the basketball as well, with an inbound in front of our scorer's table for Adolph. Screen comes over Brooks to the corner for Buckley. Dump off Adolph. Pass over, thrown away to Bradshaw, intended for, gathered up by Mitchek. Mitchek streaking. She'll pull back, though, stop. Over to Bierman. Trojans hustle back in transition. Mitchek probably regrets not taking that one to the rim. Over to the right side. Dump off inside Blotchlinger. She'll have to kick way out high for Bierman. Bierman setting up the offense from the top of the key. Off left side, wide open look for Linton. Off the mark, no good. Tracked down, though, pulled out of there by Goodland. They're getting some of those balls. Mitchek, baseline, pushed up, forced it through. And Mitchek. Trojans took the lead with 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Have not trailed since that point. Holding on to a 1-point lead here with 6:12 to go. Trojans need a bucket. Brooks, dump off. Bradshaw on the high post. Bradshaw threw it away. Nearly. Loose ball, still to be determined. Loose ball, still to be determined. Jump ball, that's in favor of the Trojans. Girard's getting tired. You can see those passes not quite as crisp as they were in the first quarter, and Goodland's jumping every one of those passing lanes, and so you've got to be cognizant of that if you're Girard right now. They are out there in those passing lanes trying to get those deflections, and it's working a little bit. Trojans will maintain possession here with 6:01. Brooks out around midcourt. Slide off the defender, Adolph. There's one. There's a prime example of it right there. Swatted out, other end of the floor, shot up, and good. On the steal and finish by Martin. Martin's getting double figures with 10 points, and Goodland has the lead. With 5:38 to go. Trojans need a bucket right here, bad. Again, Girard led 23-12. And since that point, been outscored 15-3. That was their largest lead of the game at 11, and since that point, it is not gone their way. Goodland back in it. The Goodland crowd you can hear behind us. A stunned Trojan crowd across the way from us. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it. It's a full. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball on Girard Sports Live.
Family owned and operated, G&N Bank has been providing customers with the highest quality of financial services in a friendly and personal way for over 100 years. Whether you have personal, business, or agricultural needs, G&N Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. G&N Bank, a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Back out here, Hutchinson, Kansas. BJ Harris along with you. 5:34 to go in the ball game. 27-26, Trojans down by one. Again, since that 8-off three, the Trojans have not scored in that third quarter. Excuse me, since the third quarter. Adolph had the three in this fourth quarter. No, she didn't. It was back in the third quarter as well. That was when that happened. So the Trojans have been on a bit of a drought. They've got the ball coming out of the timeout. They need to get one through the hole. Haven't really even gotten into the paint in a while. They haven't got a good look at one down low in a long time. Brooks trying to break off with the defender. She'll try to dribble through the defense, get to the corner. Now she needs a little help. Goodland selling out defensively, down inside for Boatman. They collapse on her and strip it out of her hands. Mitchek, just a lot of contact and no foul. Tough break for the Trojans. Long pass up in front. Girard's got to get back, up and good. Trojans might have used all their fuel to get to where they were. 29-26, down by 3. And all the momentum now in favor of the two-time defending champs. Boatman in the high post. They are collapsing on anybody with the ball. Trojans got to find open people, but aren't having much luck doing it. Long drought. Yet to score here in this fourth quarter for Girard. Way out high, controlled by Marie Martin. She'll give way to Bierman. 29-26, Trojans down by 3. At the high post, at the elbow. Linton back outside Bierman. Now Goodland not in much of a hurry offensively. They know they can take some time off the clock in this one. Stolen away by Boatman. Long pass was intended for Linton, and Boatman was in great position. Trojans got to take advantage of it. Here's Buckley. Thought about it. Steps around one. Baseline pull up. Little runner on the way. Good. Hayden Buckley, a good time to get her first bucket of the ball game. 29-28. Down inside they go. Boatman there defensively and another stop. Saved. Nearly saved from going out of bounds. That was real close. It was a good defensive play by Boatman on the other end against Linton. She'll check out Will Linton along with Hope Bierman. Back in comes Blochlinger, and a timeout actually going to be taken by Goodland. 29-28, 3:52. We're past the midway point of the fourth quarter, and we've got a dandy going on here in Hutchinson. We're back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Girard Trojan basketball from the state tournament on Girard Sports Live.
The first one here is a 2017 Ford Focus with only 21,000 miles. That one's not for sale though. I'm going to probably keep that one.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2016 Chevy Malibu with only 13,000 miles, but I might hang on to that one too. So let me show you the next one. Ford F-150, but that one's going to stay with me too. So let's go down to the next one here.
Hi, I'm Eddie.
2017 F-150, so we have 3 of them. I could probably let that one go.
Hi, my name's Eddie.
2015 Ford Transit Cargo. I'm going to keep that one because I have to move here soon. But the rest of them, you're welcome to come out and look at. And I think you'd like a lot of them. We appreciate your business.
Here we go, 29-28, Trojans down by 1. 3-point bucket from the top of the key, no good. Loose ball to be determined. That one could be a factor. It's going to be a foul against Goodland. On the rebound, a 3-point bucket taken by Bierman, no good. Peyton Brooks a little shaken up on that play, trying to stay into it. Trying to stay in the ball game. She's trying to convince Stripes that she's good to go. Trojans basketball down by 1, 3:40 to go in the state tournament. Brooks, throw over to Adolph, quickly down inside, wrap around Boatman, found herself in the right place, foul, and the bucket! Erica Boatman with the bucket and the finish. She'll go to the free throw line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. She's got 7 in the game, and the Trojans back in front. .331 to play in this ball game. Girard in front with Erica Boatman going to the free throw line to shoot 1. They give the Trojans a 2-point lead. Not able to get it to go, but she fights through. Loose ball. I'm just going to say it was a dead ball on the free throw, so 2 Goodland. So a missed shot, a missed and 1 there. But the lead for the Trojans, 3:24 to go. Near side Cure. Top of the key, Bierman. Over to Haley Bierman. She'll try baseline. Up and under. Blocked! Blocked by Maddie Kester. Gathered back up by Bierman, though. They'll keep it. Will Goodland. Bierman to pull the trigger on a 3. Missed it off the rim. Tracked down by Brooks. Trojans with the ball in the lead. 3 minutes to go. Oh, another near zig and zag with Kester and Brooks. They'll keep it, though. Riley out high, controlling it. Wipes her sweat from her eyes. Patience. We are inside 3 minutes with the lead. Bierman right up on top of Brooks. Handoff Peyton. Peyton with it. Give to Kester. Kester dropping. They're going to call block against Mitchek. That's a tough call against Goodland. I would be losing my mind right now if that went the other way. I promise you. Mitchek set up. Probably took a charge there. It's just her first. 3rd on Goodland. Trojans with 0 team fouls. So Goodland, if they find themselves in a situation where they have to foul, they've got a work cut out for them here down the stretch of this one. Adolph get it into Brooks. Riley able to, Peyton able to bring it down. She'll hand off for Kester. Adolph over to Riley Brooks. Riley to Adolph. Adolph thinks about it. She'll pull it back outside. Swatting around. There's got to watch the eyes there. Bierman's reading your eyes all the way. Riley Brooks has it right in front of us. You can maybe hear that ball bouncing. 8 feet from us. Riley Brooks on the near side. 2:16 to go. She finds a baseline. Little runner up, no good. And it's gathered up by Mitchek. Boy, the ball nearly got stuck in the heel. And it'll go back the other way, moving from right to left now as you listen. For Goodland, down by 1. Kick ball, loose ball, stolen away by the Trojans. Riley Brooks comes out of there with it, and a foul going to be called on Hope Bierman. That'll be the 4th team foul on Goodland, so the Trojans will be shooting free throws from here on out. Goodland will not. Might make me a believer in the 5-foul thing after all. Pressure going to be applied by Goodland. They'll get it into Brooks. Right back to Maddie Kester. Kester give away to Riley Brooks. Riley going to bring it up the floor. Under 2 to play. Trojans with a 1-point lead. They played the Carly way all year long. Boy, is there a little bit of that in the air. Timeout going to be taken by Coach Herlocker. We will take it as well. 1:43 to play in the ball game. Trojans with a 1-point lead. See if they can hold on. We return right after this on Girard Sports Live.
When it comes to your health care, you have a choice. Choose to stay local. Choose Girard Medical Center. For over 100 years, Girard Medical Center has been a part of the community, and they work every day to meet the healthcare needs of those they serve. With 6 locations in Southeast Kansas and an ever-expanding list of inpatient and outpatient services, you just don't have to travel anymore to get quality cutting-edge care, including many services you won't find elsewhere. Proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area. Learn more at girardmedicalcenter.com.
(30 to 29), Trojans up by 1. You see the clock there, bottom of your screen if you're looking. Minute 43 to play in this ball game. Earlier today from the state tournament, Silver Lake, the number 1 seed, winning 75-38 over Haven. The number 5 seed, Topeka Hayden, 48-33 winners over the number 4 seed, Heritage Christian. And now the Girard Trojans right now, the number 7 seed in front of the number 2 seed with a minute 43 to play in the ball game. Need that next bucket to make this a 3-point game. That would be huge. Kester out here. Brad might want to work for the last shot of the game. I would be surprised if they didn't. They're going to call it jump ball, and that's in favor of Goodland. It was either going to be a jump ball or a travel. Maddie got herself in a situation. And now Goodland with the basketball down by 1. Minute 26, and a timeout taken by Coach Bierman. A little bit of gamesmanship down the stretch of this one. Hey, we do have spring sports coming up right around the corner. We're looking to put out a schedule pretty quickly. Make sure if you're not aware that you can keep up to date on all the games. Everything's put online at varsitysportslive.com. Girard Trojan games, Baxter Springs, Columbus, Galena, as well as Lewisburg, Paola, Tonganoxie, Baldwin, Eudora. Missing one in there, Spring Hill, obviously. Nothing better on a Friday night. Sit down, watch, see 10 different basketball games across eastern Kansas. 20 different teams playing at varsitysportslive.com. 30 to 29, minute 26 to play. Goodland with the basketball. That extra bucket, Trojans with their offensive possessions. If they could have gotten one, that would have been huge. Got to make one more stop here, at least, maybe a few. Bierman will trot it up the floor right down the middle. Throw off for Linton on the right wing. Linton, crossover, travel! Riley Brooks put her hands there, got a hand in it, and Linton mishandled it. She went to take off and dribble around Brooks and walked with it. A turnover on Goodland. Trojans, they're going to pull off the pressure. Will Goodland with a minute 14 to play. Trojans up by 1. Riley Brooks, crossover. 1 minute to play. Trojans with the lead. Brooks, way out high. A lot of contact. They are swallowing their whistles. Will not be a factor in the final minute of this one. Brooks, coach, swatted out of her hands. Brooks now right in front of us. And a charge going to be called against her. That is a tough call against the Trojans. I mean, oof. So 45 seconds to go now. 30 to 29. Goodland with the basketball. Need one more turnover. Bierman. Off to the right side for Linton. Linton, they hedge her to the inside. 37 seconds. Back outside for Martin. And a foul going to be called away from the ball against the Trojans, Peyton Brooks. And now the Trojans have themselves in the foul situation where a timeout going to be taken by Goodland. Timeout, we'll go ahead and take it real quick. We'll get our last breath here in the final 30 on Girard Sports Live. Across the 20, the 15, the 10, 5. Colton McCann, his third touchdown of the game.
Like in the net, that'll be a point for Baldwin.
A first touch volley. The substituted forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
At an opening on the near side. Is he going to take it? Yes, he is. Kaplinger will take it to the house.
30-29, Goodland with the basketball underneath their own basket. Marie Martin inbound for the Cowboys. Trying to get it in, Will to the corner. Bierman wide open look at the three, top of the key, good. Goodness gracious. Haley Bierman knocks down the three-point bucket. And the Trojans have only trailed a couple of times, but this one is a big one. 32-30 now. Goodland with 23.7 seconds to play. The Trojans certainly with plenty of time here, but to get a shot down and get down the floor, but can they get to the basket? And that has been a challenge. They have not really gotten much of opportunity inside the paint. Well, that's what's going to be coming up over the next 23.7 seconds. I mean, what an effort all the way here for Girard just to come up short. That would be devastating, but one possession remains at least for Girard. Could be more. Coach over there right now drawing up what he wants. You've got a couple of really good basketball coaches leading both these teams with state experience, both state championship coaches. And now we've got the final 23.7. Goodland's going to back off and not put a lot of pressure on it. Got to be in a hurry if you're the Trojans. Adolph to inbound. Don't need to roll it in. Coach looks like he might work for the last shot here. Perhaps here's Kester in the corner. Knocked around, nearly gathered up. Here's Brooks, back to Kester. Maddie with it. She'll drive baseline. Kester goes up, kicks to the corner. Adolph for three on the way. No good. To be determined. Riley Brooks is there. 5 seconds. She'll put one up. No good. There's Kester with it. No good. She is fouled, and Maddie Kester will go to the free throw line to shoot two with 2.4 seconds on the clock. Oh, boy. The Trojans had plenty of cracks at it at the paint that time. And now you're going to send a sophomore to the free throw line to shoot two. This kid has been thinking about this opportunity, I've got to believe, for a long, long time. Missed it. Coach needs a timeout. Talk about what to do now. 2.4 seconds. We'll take it. We're back at 30 seconds. You're watching Trojan basketball.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for more than 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. We're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Community National Bank and Trust. Federally insured, locally awesome. Member FDIC.
(32-30). Maddie Kester will go back to the free throw line to shoot one. In this situation, you might attempt an intentional miss. Whoa. Nothing like trying to shoot a major free throw with the buzzer going off. They stopped play just as she got the ball to take a shot. So here's the second one from Kester. Up. Missed it all. You got to catch the rim to have a chance at that one. And with 1.8, Trojans need a miracle. Yeah, I need to put a little more. We're going to put just a hair more time on the clock, I think. No time should have ran. No time should have ran off the clock if it was a dead ball, I think. It should go. I don't know actually that rule. I'm going to stop talking. They will put 2.4 on the clock. Throw it in. They'll get it into Mitchek. She'll grab it and avoid it. And Goodland will sneak out of here to stay alive and keep their three-peat chances alive. But the Trojans, boy, they gave them everything they had. Emotions over there across the way for sure. Coach talked about in our pregame interview about how tight these girls are and how much camaraderie they had, and really talked highly of those seniors, Riley Brooks, Peyton Brooks, Bailey Bradshaw, Hayden Buckley. Good core group of these girls coming back. But those four will certainly be missed. And, man, they have some stuff to talk about for a long, long time, and almost had a heck of a lot to talk about in this one, but just falls short. 32-30. Lady Trojans exit after round one, but put on a show. Plenty to talk about here as we kick off the Farmers Bank post-game show. We'll come back. We will talk about this one, and we will talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Brad Herlocker, and get a final note on the season from him as we kick off the Farmers Bank pregame show. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Final score 32-30. Trojans fall in a tough one, but boy, they put on a good effort. And we'll talk about it next on the Farmers Bank postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have two convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery. We offer financing options and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
Our whole vision of becoming the four-state agency was because we want to be able to grow with our clients, whether they have a lake house in Oklahoma, whether they're starting a business and expanding into Arkansas. We want to make sure that they're taken care of, whether it's home, auto, financial services, or even life insurance. We want to walk through the stages of life with our clients. That's the biggest part. That's what makes us different.
A partner in your fields and in your success. That's what you get with Murphy Seed. Channel seedsman Matt Murphy knows your fields and can recommend the elite seed products designed to perform in your area, maximizing the profitability of every acre. With Murphy Seed, you'll get year-round, hands-on, customized service. To learn more, call Murphy Seed at 620-249-6419. Your partner at every stage. Matt Murphy and Murphy Seed.
Mathis Drug continues to be the area's choice when it comes to your family's health and wellness. New ownership, but the same commitment to community you've come to expect from Mathis Drug. Now offering medication synchronization. Get all your monthly meds at the same time at the same place. Mathis Drug.
Hi, I'm Bria Scheibe, pharmacist and new owner of Mathis Drug Store. Stop in today and ask us about medication synchronization.
Mathis Drug, still locally owned and operated. Call 620-724-4313.
Are you in the need of top-notch construction services for your farm or industrial project? Proud Girard High School alumnus Chandler Humble and Humble Construction LLC are here. With 7 years in the business and a lifetime of knowledge, Humble Construction creates top-quality pipe fencing, industrial chain link fencing, metal buildings, water line installation, and a lot more. For your free estimate, call Humble Construction at 620-238-4636. Need land prep? Humble Construction has you covered with skid steer, rock leveling, and laser grader services. Humble Construction LLC. Excellence in every project.
Unbelievable amount of devastation. I've never seen anything like it.
We had a beautiful barn that was gone in 20 minutes.
Farm Bureau stepped up right away and said, hey, we got you and we'll be there for you.
We were taken care of. Now we could get on to repairing and rebuilding.
I tell everybody about Farm Bureau.
We're fortunate to say we have good coverage with good people doing it.
Contact Judd, Lori, Lisa, or Amber in Girard for all your insurance needs.
Chicken Annie's of Girard is something to crow about. Their family-style restaurant continues a Southeast Kansas tradition with their specialty, fried chicken, plus famous homemade onion rings and a variety of other dishes that would satisfy any cravings, even homemade pie. Besides dine-in and carry-out, Chicken Annie's of Girard also does catering in the area. Stop in on Highway 47 in Girard for a hearty meal, and follow Chicken Annie's of Girard on Facebook for specials.
Producers Cooperative Association is the area leader in providing quality agricultural products, services, and markets. PCA has what you need to maximize your operation with a full-service agronomy department, grain origination, handling and storage, bulk fuels and lubricants, propane, a jam-packed farm store, and livestock feeds in bulk or bagged. PCA is proud to call Girard home and to support Trojan athletics. Stop by or see more online at pcacoop.com. Call's service is outstanding in their field, especially for those that are stuck, outstanding in their field. Call's carries a wide selection of farm, industrial, and heavy-duty tires, all from the best brands in the business. And they've got farm service trucks ready to go. Plus, Call's continues to be the place folks go for car and truck tires, repairs, oil changes, and so much more. If you're in the market for new tires in Southeast Kansas, make the right call to Call's Service, 620-724-4121. See more at callservicellc.com.
Roto-Rooter is proud to serve Girard and the surrounding area, offering sewer and drain cleaning, as well as septic and grease trap pumping 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. From toilet clogs to video inspections, sewer line repairs to complete replacements. To make an appointment, call 620-231-5630. Roto-Rooter is now owned by GHS alum Braden Peak and GMS teacher Heather Peak, and they are proud to support the Trojans. Roto-Rooter, 620-231-5630. See their ad in names and numbers.
The 15, the 10, 5. Colt McCann, his third touchdown of the game. It's like in the net. That'll be a point for Baldwin. A first touch volley. The substituted freshman fights forward across the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
Farmers Bank is a proud supporter of Girard schools. For generations, Farmers Bank has worked with local leaders, businesses, and residents to help shape the future of Southeast Kansas. Farmers Bank is proud to have helped with the growth and development of the communities we serve. As partners in business and friends in life, Farmers Bank is looking forward to a brighter tomorrow. Farmers Bank, with locations in Hepler, Walnut, St. Paul, and Girard. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Four States. This is Jay Hatfield with Jay Hatfield Motorsports. We've been serving the Four States area with motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides, plus offering you parts and service since 2005. We have 2 convenient locations, Pittsburgh and Joplin, selling quality brands such as Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Can-Am, and Suzuki. Jay Hatfield has a huge inventory available for immediate delivery, financing options, and an extensive selection of accessories. Most important, we're making deals. Come in and get your fun started today at Jay Hatfield Motorsports in Pittsburgh or Joplin.
So bye. Thanks for watching, and don't miss us next time right here on Girard Sports Live.